This is my first executive director job, and the real big change there is trying to bring in entertainment talent, and I learned pretty quickly that's a challenge here. With Lincoln being so close, and Denver's not that far away, there are a whole lot of little challenges to get people here on board and Grand Island, but there are some real pros that we have here that make it a really good opportunity for us to bring in some new talent into the market. We took over on January 1st. And it was literally just last week, when it's July now, so just last week we finally now have phones in our offices. So it's been 6 months, yeah. One thing to take into consideration is we've taken over the building. Funner had a massive job, and I don't think people ever realize it, not just with the Events Center in Boston, but the entire campus, and the partnership with the Nebraska State Fair and all those kind of things, it's a massive job. But it's been a really challenging but enjoyable ride. In 6 months, the last 6 months have just flown by for that reason. And our number one goal is this, and if I can say anything and stress anything more deeply, it's this. The city's trying to make their best decisions for this event center to really have it be a beacon in the community for events, for people, for everything we do. But my mental goal is just, I want to maximize the impact of the venue in this community, whether that's financial, whether it's just community give back, just providing a resource for the community to use. That's my goal, and that's what I keep at the forefront when I'm trying to make these decisions on what's good for the building. Then here's a new one that it's kind of near and dear to my heart. Once again, I'm from Texas, so I'm used to a little bit different cultural perspective than what Grand Island is. Grand Island is heavily white, it is, but there's a strong Latino community here as well. I think one thing about the Latino market is I don't think that they feel like the event center is their place yet. When you walk in there is no Spanish anything, there's no Spanish concessions, there's no Spanish, there's nothing really saying, hey, you're a part of this community too. One of my initiatives, just personal initiatives, is to make sure they understand this building's for everybody that lives here. And it doesn't matter what race you are, it doesn't matter, it's for you too. So I do have a long-term goal of having my concession stand that is Spanish speaking only. So they know that they can go up and not just get what they get, but they actually can order what they want to get. And let them know that this is also a place for them. And along with that, I'm working on a thing that the promoter is right now called the La Isla Music Fest. So the Island Music Fest. And it'll be three Latino bands, big Latino bands in their world. You won't know them. Most of you probably won't know who they are, but they've had individually, they have concerts that are selling 1,500 to 4,000 tickets. So to put three of those together, I think we can probably do a pretty good event. If we can get this pulled off, it'll happen on the 26th of September. And that'll be the day before we kick off the 4th Street Festival. But the events we're going after now is, as much as I like Mannheim Steamroller, we had them in Topeka as well in my old building. There's some new things that I'm working on that are getting pretty close. Our fourth quarter should look pretty solid for events. The city will ultimately vote on whether those are good to bring, if we want to spend those dollars to bring those changes to the event center. I think some of those we will. I think some of them may get scrapped. A new sound system is something we're looking at too. And one other really unexpected thing was recruiting and staffing in Grand Island is a whole lot more difficult than I thought. We have, a 2% unemployment rate here? The casino coming in, they were looking for food and beverages, they were looking for work, they were looking for everything we were, and they were here first. So we're literally taking, and as I would talk to my friends at the casino, et cetera, oh yeah, we interviewed her, you probably want to stay. Well, that's a good one, you should take that one. We almost chose them. But ultimately, there's not a whole lot of people you can just go out and find them. There's not a whole lot of people waiting for jobs. Everybody's employed. A good portion of people here in Grand Island are employed. So some of the resources we've had to use, we've got people from Hastings and even from Kearney to come in. So that's a challenge I think that we'll continue to battle, which is a pro and a con. For me, trying to hire people, it's kind of a con. For our community, it's outstanding. We have a community that goes to work every day. Quarter three, these are things that are on the verge of coming up. I am proud of this one, and I have no idea how it's going to go. We used to have a skating rink here in Grand Island. We don't now. So it collapsed. I got a note from a guy named Lee Lillibridge, works at the library. And she just said something, if there's ever a way we can get skating back in, we'd love to have it. Started the conversation, and I learned about the skate rink that had collapsed. And so came up with the idea to come up with a skating event and a craft show combined. We're calling it Shop and Skate. So it'll be skating on the main floor of the building. We'll have the ice dasher boards up, so it looks like a skating rink. We'll try to make it as fun as we can. We don't have all the disco ball lights like the skating rink does, but we may have some. And up above it'll be a craft fair, a free craft fair. So I have no idea how it's working out. I've never tried it. I haven't heard of it being done. I just figure why not? It'll cover the skating, and we'll also get Carmen Ranch, who does some, or Reinish, does a lot of craft fairs around here. She's the one running that. So we'll see what this first year event goes like, but that's on July 26th and 27th. So, and it's on, everything like this is on our Facebook page.